Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Alex Reyes. Welcome to Point Fighter Live, and I'm so excited today. This is a true power show, superstar power show today. We're gonna have Jack Felton on the show. This guy is kind of like a young legend, right? He's won it all. He's won multiple times, and I can't wait to talk to him. We're gonna bring him on. I'm gonna share it. I just got the notification on my phone. I want you guys to share it. Let's give it some power, and we're gonna have a great show today. We're gonna be talking about the Compete Nationals. We're gonna be talking about sport karate. We're gonna bring on Jack Felton, and I got some great topics to talk about, and it's gonna be amazing. So I'm just sharing it right now. Hopefully you guys do it as well and give the show some power. It's gonna be an awesome show today. Thanks for joining us. Give us some comments if you have any questions for Jack as well. All right. Well, so let's start with the show. Welcome to Point Fighter Live. This weekend Compete Internationals. It was a great event. Jack won the open weight and the lightweight grand. So that's really something hard to do now in the sport. Like that's kind of like dominating the tournament pretty much, right? Because you won the open weight, which is all the weight classes to put together, and then you win the lightweight grand, which is the grand. So you didn't really lose right in the tournament. You're undefeated. So sometimes people win one or the other, but they lose in one. So if you could really pull off both of them, that's amazing. Katana Everett, she's been on a roll. She won again the open weight and the women's grand and the women team fighting. So she kind of pulled off the same thing, and she's been on a roll. She won last week to the KC and Waco USA National. She won that the previous week, King of New York. Man, she's been like on a roll, so that's really good. And she's on our team. I'm a teammate with her, so I'm proud of her. Hector Salori won the heavyweight grand, and he also has been on a roll. He won the WKC in Guatemala, the Pan American Championship. That was amazing. And, so he's on a roll too. It's good to see these young fighters going to a bunch of tournaments. That's something that you don't see, that you haven't been seeing lately. Like fighters just competing left and right every week. So it's good to see this new crop of young champions coming up. So yeah, we also had two other point fighter events this week, and we're going to have another show just to, this week to talk about it. Ryan George in New Orleans, he won the overall grand. I had a great time there. I was there. There's a bunch of videos and live streams from Point Fighter Live. So make sure you check that out. Congrats to him. And then we had another tournament here in Florida and in Clearwater. And, there you have the winner. Walter Evans is the promoter. He, it was a great event. The tournament's a growing event as well. All right, Luis Lorenzo, he won the overall grand there. So shout out to him. Now there's two point fighter events this weekend. So make sure you guys tune in for that. We're about to bring Jack Felton on. So give us a share right now. All right, where he's going to come on in just a minute. We have the Vice City Nationals coming up this weekend in Miami, and it's going to be packed. You got DKS coming, Legend, Velocity's going to be there. Damien School, Millennium Martial Arts Diamond Team has a great team. My team is coming. All right, we're gonna have a squad there. It's gonna be awesome. The Blitz tournament is great, of course. Then we also have Tony Young event in Georgia, the All-Star Nationals. That's 2 point fighter approved event. We're gonna be streaming from both events, and they're both point fighter approved. So here we go. What's up? Yeah, Hector. What's up, Jose? He's been on a roll, right? He's been on a roll, and all right, so let's bring on Jack Felton. I've known him since he was like 12 years old, and we're going to talk a little bit about that too. Just he's now like 30 years old, right? So it's crazy. He's been around a long time, but he's still young because 30 is like your prime, right? But for karate, it's been, a long time. Hey, what's going on, Jack?
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
What's up, Power, man? Thanks for joining us. Congratulations at the Compete Internationals on your wins.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, how many times have you won the event? You've won it a bunch of times, right?
Yeah,
you lost
counted. Yeah, at least a handful of times. Yeah.
That's crazy. Hey, but this is the tournament that's close to you, right? Like, was this one of the tournaments that when you were a kid that you really wanted to win?
Oh yeah, this was actually my very first tournament when I was a yellow belt, and
Huh?
yeah, and I've almost done it almost every year, just because yeah, it's one of the only NASCAR that's on the West Coast, and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and yeah, it's right around the corner from me, so it's about an hour drive, so not too far.
Not too far, man. Yeah, and like you said, it's the only NASCAR World Tournament out there in the West Coast. And man, that just makes me think. I remember talking to like Raymond before about this, and Junior from Team Proper out there. Like he's like, man, it's you guys got it easy out there if you're in the East
Yeah,
Coast. You got so many
yeah,
tournaments, like because the travel is always crazy, right? The
yeah.
travel.
Yeah, it's a lot from California over there. I think get used to it, but yeah, it'd be nicer if we had like a couple more West Coast ones for sure. You guys are spoiled a little bit, to be able to hit so many on the East Coast.
We are lucky. Hey, and like it is like a long flight and stuff. Do you deal with like jet lag at all? I mean, you're saying you get used to it, but do you get
Yeah,
used to it?
the East Coast. Yeah, I mean the jet lag's a little bit like 3 hours is. Yeah, definitely you feel it. The next week in Ireland, the 8 hours is
Wow,
really that
that's
one.
crazy.
That one's tough. Yeah, but 3 hours is tough as well. But the
Do
8 hours.
you do you plan like do you go a little bit earlier than before the tournament? Is that kind of something that you do, or like a day before, or are you
Yeah,
usually
I get
the
a
day
day
of?
before, but I don't think it really helps that much. I mean, I'm
It
still
doesn't help, right?
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still battling against being sleepy. But I mean, hey, just get on the grind and get out there and do it.
Man, hey, so you won the tournament. It looked like a good size this year. It looked like the fighting was pretty good, right? The fight
Yeah,
there was some fights.
yeah, it was good, man. We had a lot of people from all over. I mean, Mexico, Canada, New York,
Yeah.
Texas, all over the North America was over there, and yeah, it was a good event.
Yeah, I saw Guatemalans there too.
Yeah,
And this tournament, some people don't know it. Like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Like Sunday is all the
yeah,
underdogs, right? But
yeah.
you
I
go to
was
the
there
tournament.
every day. Yeah,
Yeah, man. You were there every day? Yeah.
yeah. I got students that compete on a Sunday, so yeah, I'm there from
Oh man,
Friday.
that's right. That's right. You
Yeah.
have students. You teach at with Bob White, right?
Yeah, I teach with Bob, and I have my own
And
school
you
as
have
well.
your own school for real?
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
I didn't know that. That's
yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. So you also teach martial arts as well. You have a school. How long have you had the school for?
I've co-owned it for like 7 years now.
Wow, man. Hey, that's something I didn't know. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I know I seen pictures of you teaching at with Bob, and
Yeah, yeah.
that's
I've
pretty
gone there
cool.
since I was a little kid,
Palmero.
so yeah,
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 hey, and Mike Palmero, and like, man, the training you guys must have is awesome too. The training camps, right? Like I was talking
yeah.
about the training camps in New York and now in Georgia with like
Mhm.
with dojo people, but the training you guys have over there is like amazing, right? You got, does Mike Palmero still train? Who are some of the people you train with right now?
Yeah, I mean, we got epic training sessions. Yeah, Mike comes around all the time. We got Robbie living out here now. Robbie Lavoie. We have Raymond still training with us. We got Jamal, Leon. I mean, yeah, we get some good skilled fighters out training in one dojo.
Man, that's legit. That's like people, all fighters that can win overalls in one in one
Yeah.
room. That's
Uh,
crazy. Hey, how about Jody? He's saying what's up, and he's like, "Why do you have a Magnum PI goatee?"
Johnny's jealous.
Hey, hey, you gotta change it up, right? You gotta change it up.
uh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Hey,
What's up, Johnny?
yeah, Jody. I saw Jody this weekend, and that guy
Nice.
don't age. That guy
Oh
doesn't
no,
age.
yeah, he looks the same from 10 years ago. Yeah,
Yeah, he does. He does. Now, talking about age, perfect. You're 30, you're young, you're really young, but for sport karate, not really. You're saying that you competed when you were what, a yellow belt, like young, and like you've been doing this for like a bunch of years, like so you're really
yeah.
like a veteran in this sport. And you congratulations also on your baby, and you're
Thanks,
married now
man.
as well. Yeah, you said it was one. It's a boy. It's a boy or
Yeah, he's
girl?
a boy. Yeah, Jackson.
It's a
Yeah, Little
boy.
Jackson. Yeah,
Jackson, that's his name,
yeah.
Jackson. All right, cool, awesome, man. That's awesome. Congratulations on that. And you a baby, 1 month old. Man, that's amazing. Congratulations on that. You're being very successful in life as well. Now, how has your training changed a little bit from when you were now 30 to when you were like in your 20s, early 20s, or like how's your mindset going into tournaments and your training? Because I know, we do get older and wiser, which is a good thing, but then, our bodies get a little bit older too, although you're still at your peak. But is there any difference between the way you train now as before?
Yeah, well, especially with the baby now, I can't just like bolt out and go. I used to go from one training session to the next,
Yeah.
and not much rest time. But now I give my body more recovery time, which is needed. I don't recover quite as fast, and also as I'm relaxing, I can hang out with my boy.
Yeah, man, recovery. Now, some people I've seen that they do a lot of things to recover, right? Like they
Yeah,
like those cold things. I
yeah,
forgot the name. Ice
right.
bath. You do anything like that or not?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I get my back worked on a little bit. Like this machine like rolls it out, and then I've done the cryo a bunch of times too, where like it
Yeah.
freezes you, yeah, and just it's really cool. And they have like this jackhammer thing that they like jam into your muscles that kind of like
Oh
bring
yeah,
down
the
the
jack.
lactic acid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
you've
yeah,
done a lot
I
of that.
do some of that here and there when I get the time and I feel like extra. I need some extra work done.
Man, I hope Johnny's listening right now still. The other day we were talking about this, and I just
Yeah.
thought of this because of him. Elite, right? Elite fighters. You're an elite fighter.
Uh
Um,
huh.
the sport is kind of going through a transition. You're elite, but then look, like Trevor is kind of like retired, right?
Yeah.
Zolt Marati, Ross
Yeah.
is kickboxing now pro, Raymond Daniels, that was kind of like the elite fighters that you kind of saw over and over in the tournaments. It's like there's a transition now. I think you're like the last one of that elite group from that kind of that era,
That
right?
era. Yeah.
Fighting,
Uh-huh.
right? Do you see with a young crop? I mean, I don't know if you look at the sport and a lot of tournaments, do you see like the young crop coming up? Do you see anybody that's elite now or like almost there to that level, based on what you've seen and the young
Oh yeah.
fight?
Definitely. I mean, I've been in the sport for a long time, so I've seen like a lot of people come and go, a lot of different eras. Yeah, especially like for mine, I still got Robbie, who's still
Yeah,
fighting.
Robin too. He's elite. Yeah, yeah, for sure. He's one of the
Yeah,
last ones too, for sure. I forgot to mention him. Um,
yeah. There's a lot of good young guys coming out. I mean, you got Avery, of course, who's crushing it. You got Cam,
yeah,
who's doing really good recently. You got another young guy, Enrique from Guatemala. They were all in Chicago. Good,
yeah,
yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of young guys that are doing really good.
yeah. They're coming up. They're coming up. I see it, and it's refreshing because there was a time that I was like, man, when is somebody gonna come up? Even when you guys were like really active, like, man, when is somebody gonna come up and try to beat you guys? Because you guys have
Yeah,
been winning for years, and then it didn't happen where they kind of dethroned you. You know what I mean? And dethroned you guys, kind of that like how you guys did with the fighters before you.
right.
But there are some good, a lot of up and coming fighters. Hey, look, Kevin Walker says what's up,
What's up,
and
Kev?
he's saying what's up. Hey, and
What's
oh
up?
wait, Jack, Jody has a question. I have a question for Jack. Would the 30-year-old Jack,
Oh, the 20
oh
year
the
old Jack.
20-year-old, what would the 30-year-old Jack tell the 20-year-old Jack?
Um,
That's a good one, man.
yeah, it's a good one. I would say probably give myself more time to rest because, like, when I was 20, I would go, like I said, do a morning workout, afternoon work, like 4 workouts in a day, and I think it would be a little bit excessive. So I think just kind of pick and choose and train a little smarter and let my body recover more and sleep. I think just train a little smarter than just overdoing it.
Hey, that's good advice for a lot of competitors out there that are listening too. Right? That's awesome advice
Yeah.
for anybody that's 20, right, or younger or older, whatever. Right? That's great advice for anybody. Now, how about tournaments? Competing wise tournaments. Do you like people to compete? Do you like competing at a bunch of tournaments in a row, or like you kind of like pick and choose? A good schedule, a good active schedule, but as opposed to like competing every week. And which one would you pick?
I would do them like in spurts, like a couple here and there, and then give yourself a little bit of time to, train. And I, do grappling and other things as well. So I mean, not just focus on just point, but I mean, uh, to each his own. I try to space them out to where you're not going every weekend. But I mean, some people, that they love the sport and they
Yeah,
all
man. Yeah.
over, and more power to them. That's awesome.
Yeah, and they've had success doing it too. I guess with whatever works for you, right? I remember
Yeah,
Tony Young showing up at a tournament every weekend, and
yeah,
and he had longevity. He didn't get burnt out. Like it's crazy, But yeah, but everybody has their own way. Hey, so you're going to the Irish Open, right? This week?
yeah. In a couple days, leave Wednesday. I'm getting my bag ready right now.
Wow, man, that's awesome. That's awesome. The Irish Open this year looks like it's gonna be awesome. A lot of good fighters. The weather looks good over there, right?
Yeah, yeah. Last year was kind of crazy, but yeah, this year looks like it's gonna be clear, and yeah, it's always epic. It's gonna be good.
Man, I'm thinking about the fighters that are gonna be there, like the top fighters, and you got the Corrali, you got the
Yeah.
All Stars, Roman.
Mm.
Who else do you see that could be out there? That I know Avery's gonna be there too. So we got
Yeah.
some good Americans. It's Avery. I heard Avery and Morgan are gonna be there. So that's some other
Great.
great top Americans there,
Yeah, that'd be
right?
awesome to have them in the mix. Yeah, for sure.
Man, and I'm
Yeah.
kind of over here. Like, is there anybody else that that maybe
Oh yeah.
look out for?
The Germans are really good. The
German.
Italians are good. The Brits. Yeah, I mean, they're every country has some really really good fighters. They might not have like huge names, but they're really good.
Yeah, man. Mike Palmero's on watching. Got a lot of top people watching today.
What's up, Mike?
Yeah. Hey, so man, I see. I'm giving my prediction right now for the Irish Open. I think an American's gonna win. Like I just have that feeling
Oh
that
yeah.
Americans gonna win. That's just the feeling I have inside because there's so many good Americans going out there. Now, when you're fighting out there, right? The rings are
Mhm.
bigger,
Yeah.
and the rings are bigger, and Waco the rings are bigger, and do you like that? Do you like the bigger ring?
Yeah, I like the bigger ring. It gives you more room to move. But if you're a good fighter, you should be able to fight in a small ring, big ring.
Yeah,
Shouldn't
that's
matter.
true.
You
It
got to make
doesn't.
adjustments or whatever. Yeah, but you just make adjustments accordingly.
That's a great answer right there. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But you do have to adjust,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And the same thing with adjusting. The 2 rounds, right? Every fight is two
yeah.
rounds, and
For the different divisions for weight category, yeah, it's two twos. For open weight, it's just 1 2.
okay. So for open weight is 1 round, 2 minutes. Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool. Well, there's so many fighters, they have to do that, right? Like that's
yeah.
where
I
all the
think the average of the open weight is like 200 fighters or something like that. So sometimes they break them into
whew,
4 rings, sometimes they break them into 8 rings.
4 rings,
Yeah,
8 rings. Wow. What a sight to see, man. That's great. If you haven't been to the Irish Open, you got to put that on the bucket list. I will be there next year. I'm looking forward to it already.
yeah,
My team is looking forward to it already. It's going to be amazing. And like this year, I wish I was there this year, man. Hey, so like now, NASCA, they have a new thing where, you have to win by 2, or other leagues have it too. I think WKC, this weekend I was at a WKC tournament. You have to win by 2 to win. Do you like that?
me personally, no, I don't like it.
No.
Yeah, I think like in
Yeah, but I mean,
basketball, like
just,
if you win, like
yeah,
you don't need to like stop and win by 2. If you have more points than them at the end of the regulation time, I guess in tennis or I think there's a sport where you do have to win by 2. But
yeah,
yeah, for
yeah.
me, I think I like if whoever's up at the end of the
So
time is better for my
me
opinion.
too, man. Me too. I like it. I mean, a lot of people have said no. I mean, that they do like it. You're one of the first ones I've heard that say yes. That's one of the top that doesn't really like it. Top fighter, and I personally don't like it because also it kind of takes away from upsets, right? Because
Yeah,
somebody catches fire, and the underdog, and they get the win by 1. They get that, but man, it's so much harder to beat a better fighter than you. That if you're the underdog by 2, so you see less of those less of those upsets. In my opinion, I like upsets and
yeah,
underdogs. I've always liked that, but that's just my opinion on that. Now, open weight's been a big thing now here in the United States. It kind of started out there with the Irish Open. I think is where I started seeing the open weight, but now you have it here in the U.S. more and more. But now some tournaments, like you won. Now this is a good stat. Like not many. I mean, not many people could win overall lightweight grand, right, or heavyweight grand, and then win the open weight. That you're like one of the few people that actually have done it in the sport that I could think of. So I think that's the toughest thing to do, right? I think to win both of them, I think that's tough. But what do you think? Which one is more prestigious? What holds more clout? Winning the open weight, or winning the winning the lightweight grand? Which one is big? Which one's a bigger win for you?
I think it depends on each tournament, from tournament to tournament.
Yeah,
Um,
who's there, right?
in Ireland, of course, the open weight is a big one. It's pretty cool to win your weight division too, because it's like 80 to 100 fighters in your weight category. But like Chicago, of course, like you want to win the Warrior Cup, so like winning
Yeah,
like just like the lighter, the heavy, it's like cool, but you
that's
want to
true.
do more. But I mean, like Diamonds or U.S. Open, just to win the lightweight or the heavyweight grand champion is like a huge
Hey,
bonus.
that is true. It
So,
depends on the tournament, right?
yeah,
Yeah, it depends on the tournament for sure. That's a good answer. But I guess over that would be win both, right? Not lose it
yeah,
off
yeah, yeah,
in the
exactly.
and win teams. That's crazy, right?
Yeah,
Imagine
clean
like
sweep.
undefeated throughout the
Yeah,
whole tournament. That's like, and that's cool that we have more options now for
yeah,
fighters. Like you could fight in those three divisions. Before it was like fighters just had the two. Now there's three, and that
yeah.
brings
You can pay the fighters more too. They should be making good money for winning each one of those. They should make a good amount of cash back from what the promoters are making.
Yeah, here we go. We got another good Jotty Tension question. He's officially the co-host of the show.
Loving it.
Yeah. Hey, Jack, I think you have your own unique style. Is there anybody you modeled your style behind? That's
Um,
the
that's a
question.
good question. Yeah, I kind
Right,
of
you
took
kind
a
of have like that old school fighting style. That's the way I see it,
yeah.
But go ahead.
Um, there was a lot of fighters I kind of pick and chose, things from. Raymond, of course, I grew up training with him every day. Jody, of course, Ninja. A lot of people don't remember Ninja.
Yeah.
Trying to think who else. Mike, for sure, definitely Mike. I don't know, just good fundamentals. Anyone with good fundamentals, I really try to pick up a couple tools from everybody and just apply it to my own game, make it my own.
Yeah, man. You remind me of like, I mean, because you have a good front leg that reminds me of like the old school stuff, like the 90s
Thanks.
stuff. You
Yeah, a
have
lot of people don't think I can very well, but I think I can. My kicks are decent.
you have a great front leg, I think, in my opinion. Of course, you have the D side, one of the best D sides on the
Yeah,
blitz, and your movement is good too. I guess that's ninja with the movement, right? And then
that part
you
of
know,
it.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, Jody says he was just talking about Ninja. Yeah, Ninja was was
Thanks.
was awesome, awesome fighter as well. Awesome fighter. Hey, you were on, Victory, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And one with Ninja, which is
yeah,
another great question. You guys, Victory at the time had a great junior team,
yeah.
right? And that's pretty cool. Having what do you think about national teams and All Stars has a junior on the team? Like what's his name? Paolo, right?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Pau,
That was
right?
3 years
Yeah,
ago.
Paolo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won the tournament too. He won his division. I think
Yeah, he's been doing really well. Yeah, he won
yeah,
Ireland last year in the Waka World Championship as well. So yeah, he's doing
yeah,
really.
man. That's amazing. And that's like your future right there, right? Like,
Yeah.
what do you think now? I mean, because now teams, you know, there's a lot of sponsored teams now, so it's hard to get a good new fighter on the team. Um, but kind of like, do you think it's a good idea for national teams to pick up some juniors, kind of to be like on that, next level, kind of be there so that they're the next one up? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it was huge. It was a huge opportunity for me with Mr. Bins and Victory. Being able to travel around. There's no way I would have been able to do it just on my own. So yeah, the more experience, the better. So if teams see a fighter they like and they feel that they give them more opportunity, more experience, and it's only going to make them better. So yeah, if you see juniors out there, definitely recommend scooping them up and give them more opportunity.
Yeah, man. Awesome. Hey, Jody, if you have any other questions, let us know now. We're almost done. Hey, hey, seminars, like you've done seminars all over the world. And do you guys, I think you guys, who's doing a seminar at the Irish Open? Is it you guys or just
Yeah,
Rain,
no, all the whole team is.
the whole team? Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys have been doing that over the years as well.
yeah,
That's like a seminar out there, and you do
that's it.
seminars all the time out there, and it's great to see. So if anybody's looking out for a seminar, you're still available, right? For seminar.
Yeah, I'm so available. Yeah, contact me. We'll get some dates going.
Yeah, he's married. He has his baby, but don't worry, he can still
Yeah,
be
we'll
there.
figure it out,
You
man.
know, just get a hold of him. Just get a hold of him in time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Hey, so goals. What other goals? What you've done so much. Like you're like an old veteran in the sport, but you're young. You're 30. Like I've said a bunch of stuff, and Jody says keep ducking my winter cap.
I was having a baby. Sorry, Jody.
That's funny. Hey, you never know. Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be something that happens.
Yeah. Love
But
to.
yeah, for sure. Any chance that anybody has a chance to learn with you is great because your knowledge is great and you do great seminars. Goals, right? Goals. What do you have? You've won a bunch of tournaments, been beat the best fighters. What goals do you have left in the sport?
I still just enjoy fighting, getting out there. I try and pick and choose different tournaments all over the. I really like going to different regions and seeing like the difference in like the styles and be able to test myself against like whether it's in Europe or South America or Central America and just trying to get out the different
Yeah.
regions to prove myself.
Yeah, man, that's great. So that's your motivation right there. Still
Yeah.
trying to prove yourself. That's awesome, man. That's great. And you've been doing this, like I said, for such a long time. And congratulations again on winning the event.
Thanks. Appreciate
Yeah, man.
it.
And thanks for coming on the show. I've been pumped up and happy since you said yes earlier
No,
today. And I'm super excited. I'm sure everybody could tell. And good luck at the Irish Open. Or not good luck, just kick butt, right?
you
Kick butt.
got it. You got it.
And go USA. I'm saying it right here. All the Americans, we're going to take this one. Irish Open Cup is coming over here. Hey, all right, man. Have a great night and take care.
All right. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, everybody.
All right, guys, we're gonna end it. Have a great day. We're gonna have another show tonight with Damian Rodriguez and the Vice City Championships. Power, baby. Woo!